Okay, guys, we got to talk about Zohran Mamdani and his shocking primary win and the absolute complete meltdown on the right wing over this. I mean, I have not seen a complete and total public meltdown that the Republican Party is doing over this guy being elected since maybe even AOC. And I'm not even sure it's going to it's reaching those kind of levels right now. I mean, the way they are branding this guy is completely insane. I mean, you would literally think the Ayatollah Khamenei was going to be the mayor of New York City. I mean, it's completely insane. Some of the attacks are just like flat out racist. I mean, you're seeing just completely insane attacks from Nancy Mace, basically saying, "Oh, did you forget 9/11?" Basically saying, "Oh, he's a Muslim, he can't be mayor." Just totally racist. Same thing from Charlie Kirk, for example. Outright Islamophobia. And again, it's so funny too. If it was, imagine it was another religion, like a Jewish person or a Christian person that they were being discussed. I mean, it would be Armageddon. They would be destroyed by the Republican Party. But it's just acceptable these days, and it's honestly pretty shocking. And the thing that's crazy is a lot of these guys, and we're going to talk about right now, Piers Morgan. I mean, he didn't even really have to do much. Rudy Giuliani, again, former New York City mayor, absolutely just completely melted down. And some of this, I mean, honestly, I'm surprised it's not like defamation. Some of the things he was saying about him, saying he hates Jewish people. Again, and Piers like asking for some basic evidence, and he's got none of it. And it's just insane. These people, their brains just turn off whenever they're talking about this guy. They don't even attack his policy. They just call him a Jew hater, an anti-Semite. It's really just flat out disgusting stuff. And again, I think, frankly, it's probably going to even help him because people see this and they're like, wait a second, this isn't true. He didn't say that he hates Jewish people. What are you talking about? And that's why people are drawn to him. And you saw even people like Tucker Carlson making this point the other day. He's the only candidate when asked during the debate, what foreign country would you go to first? You have all the candidates on stage saying, Andrew Cuomo, oh, I'd go to Israel. Adrian Adams, I go to Israel. You're asking all these candidates. They say they'd go to Israel. And they said Zohran Mamdani is like, I'm going to stay in New York. I was elected mayor in New York, not some foreign country. So again, totally wild stuff. And some of the attacks from Rudy Giuliani, this guy is just completely out of control. I mean, what a fall from grace for this guy. I mean, some of the attacks against him are just flat out disgusting. And we'll let the viewers decide for you. We'll let you guys decide. But I thought it was shocking, and it does not seem like a man who knows what he's talking about. I mean, some of the things he's saying he hates Jewish people, he's a radical Muslim. I mean, again, the guy was at the Pride Parade yesterday. I'm not sure some dude who's going to LGBT Pride Parade, a super liberal guy, is exactly a Muslim extremist. Again, they don't even know what they're talking about. It's completely insane. So before I go any further, let me just show you the first clip of Rudy Giuliani just melting down on Piers Morgan. Here's the first clip, and we'll talk about it after. And guys, by the way, make sure to like and subscribe. Super good for the algorithm. Hit that subscribe button. My Patreon link is down below. Make sure to comment as well. Thanks so much for watching. Here's the first clip, and we'll talk about it after.
And it isn't even just the anti-Semitism and the anti-Jewish hate. We've almost gotten used to it in the streets of New York now over the last 2 to 3 years. This guy is a major supporter of Hamas. This is a terrorist group that wants to destroy not just Israel, they want to destroy America. Their children are taught from about 2 years old, death to Israel, death to America.
Rudy, where has he expressed any support for Hamas? Because I haven't seen that.
Oh my goodness! I mean, he was by and large he wouldn't condemn what they did when they wiped out the Israeli people. He has refused to condemn them. He refused to acknowledge they're a terrorist group. Every time he's asked, he just kind of punts on the question. He has very, very, very strong statements that sound a lot like Hamas, Intifada forever, Intifada all over the world. And then he tries to claim that he has his own definition of Intifada. Sorry, Zohran, you're not entitled to your own definition of Intifada. They've killed about 8,000 people. That kind of sets a definition for it. We know what you're talking about. So I think you could put together a case that he supports an internationally acknowledged terrorist group that is a close ally of Iran. I mean, remember, although one is Sunni and the other is Shia, and they hate each other, Iran and Hamas, they join on two things: destroy Israel, destroy America. Death to America, death to Israel. That's what brings Iran and Hamas together.
But really, why if you believe he's so, the way you've just categorized, why are so many New Yorkers in a city, as you said, which has more Jews outside of Israel than any city in the world, why would they have rallied behind this guy if he's such an enemy of Jewish people?
Well, Piers, that's a very good question. It leads me to what's wrong with the people of my city. What's wrong with the people of Chicago? I mean, they had a mayoral primary a couple of years ago, and they picked the most outrageous, the most radical, and the dumbest candidate for mayor, who's now a
I mean, I don't even know where to begin with that, honestly. I mean, the amount of just completely dishonest statements, or maybe he doesn't even know if it's dishonest, but just complete smears and untrue falsehoods. It's hard to even believe. So, first of all, he says he's a major supporter of Hamas. I mean, that's just completely not true. He's been asked about Hamas. He does not support Hamas. He said this 1,000 times. So, again, it doesn't even matter what he says. And people like Rudy and much of the Republican base, if you turn on Fox News, you get the same thing. They say this just because he's a Muslim. I mean, let's just be completely honest about that. That's the only reason why they say that, because his words don't even matter. They don't even care what he says. They'll just smear him as such just to portray him as a scary brown Muslim. That's what they're trying to do. Okay. And again, another just outright lie saying, oh, he did not condemn October 7th. He said it was good. Again, just completely made up. He said countless times it was a war crime, it was horrible, et cetera, et cetera. He's condemned it. But Rudy Giuliani says no, he actually supports that. Again, the facts don't even matter. They just literally just say what they want to frame him as. And honestly, Piers does not do even much pushback there. It's literally it's made up stuff. So total BS. And again, ask about Hamas. They ask him about all the people that Hamas has killed. How about the amount of people Israel has killed in the Gaza Strip? You don't see Rudy talking about that because, of course, why would he? It would challenge his narrative. And again, it's amazing. He talks about the Intifada, how many people, how many Israelis were killed, how many civilians were killed. He doesn't bring up how many people Israel has killed. And again, it's amazing how this is what Rudy is talking about. This is what much of Fox News is talking about when discussing Zohran Mamdani. Well, they're talking about this because why? First of all, this is a mayor's race, guys, for New York City. It's not mayor's race for Israel. For some reason, Israel has become the number one kind of sledgehammer that we're seeing many on the right wing use against this guy. It's genuinely bizarre. It's genuinely bizarre. I think that debate where they ask him, like, asking him about Israel, I mean, it kind of turned a lot of voters off. Like, wait a second, I can't even afford to buy. I can't even afford to rent. And now that Israel is the number one issue in this election, like, what is going on here? It's genuinely bizarre. And again, they accuse him of being anti-Israel, and they're basically just say, if you're anti-Israel, you're an anti-Semite. That's what Rudy Giuliani and what Fox News and how they're trying to smear this guy. And I don't think it's going to work, but we'll see. It's honestly shocking that this is where we're at. I mean, people's brains literally break whenever for this guy. I mean, I'm not sure if I've seen anything like it. It's genuinely bizarre. So and then the next clip might be even worse. So let me just get right into it. Here's the second clip, and we'll talk about it after. I mean, genuinely bizarre stuff. I mean, Rudy Giuliani. I mean, not to say he was ever like a genius or something, but this is, I mean, beyond insane. Like the fact that Trump hired this guy as his lawyer even a couple of years ago is beyond scary. It really is. So here's the second clip. We'll talk about
Christians and Jews, and telling him if he doesn't kill them, they should get tribute from them. If he's like some of the imams that I'm close to who can write that out and can say that, I'd be very comfortable with him. If he's dominated by that sick pathological philosophy, which dominates not all Muslims, but more than a comfortable amount, given all the killing they've done, then I have a real problem with it. And he doesn't sound like a moderate Muslim. He sounds like a Muslim extremist.
You said, Rudy, that you think there may need to be an investigation to see if Mamdani is an enemy of America. Is that the kind of language that is sensible? You said, Mr. Benny Johnson.
I didn't mean an investigation, criminal. I meant for the purpose of voting. You and I should do the investigation as voters.
Do you really see him as an enemy of America?
Do I see him as an enemy of America?
Yeah.
What he's saying? My personal.
Yes.
You're damn right I do. I think he's going to destroy New York City. I think this is a disaster time for New York City. This guy becomes mayor, the city is gone. People are leaving the city already. You can't say things like the things he's saying and not frighten the hell out of people. I mean, it has nothing to do with even 9/11. Had 9/11 not happened, he'd be an enemy of the city. He's espousing a philosophy that wants to destroy America, wants to destroy the Jewish people, wants to destroy the Christian people. I really would like to destroy all the Muslims who disagree with him. And he is a very strong supporter of that. And he doesn't make a distinction. And he becomes very cute and stupid and silly. Plus, he's totally unqualified. He's a 33-year-old do-nothing from a rich family who's never accomplished a damn thing in his life. Whenever we've gotten a mayor like that, he's been a terrible failure, like de Blasio. This guy's not an accomplished man. He's a rich kid who has learned excessive, crazy philosophy so that he can sound smart, I think.
Okay. Again, notice how almost all of his criticism towards Mamdani, it's basically predicated on the fact that he's a Muslim. I mean, it's literally his entire basis of attack. I mean, he starts off by saying, okay, well, maybe he could be mayor if he renounces parts of the Quran. I mean, what is going? I mean, imagine that standard was held for Christians or Jewish people who were running for office, and they had to denounce certain crazy things in the Bible that are said, or in the Talmud or something, or the Torah. I mean, it's completely insane, the standard that Giuliani and, of course, many on the right wing are trying to push on this guy. And again, they're calling him a radical Muslim. This guy is a super liberal. Islam is an extremely conservative religion. The idea that this leftist, this socialist, is some hardline right wing Muslim is beyond absurd. I mean, if you have half a brain cell, you know that's true as well. But again, most people, and even Tucker Carlson made this point a couple weeks ago, Fox News is basically an indoctrination network for people who are elderly. Tucker Carlson, the main host on Fox News for years, said this, which is ironic that Tucker was on the network and was playing into that propaganda, according to his own words. But that's another story for another time. But again, it's just so obvious to anyone who's paying even a little bit of attention. And he smears him, enemy of America. Again, it's very, you could just tell the implicit thing he's trying to argue is because he's Muslim, he's an enemy to America, he should be investigated. That's what he said. He literally said this. So it's just totally wild. And most of his arguments are not even based on fact. That's the problem with a lot of these guys' arguments. And then he just goes completely off the rails, saying he wants to destroy Jewish people, then destroy Muslims who don't agree with him, destroy Christians. What the F are you talking about? I mean, how is it not defamation? That is completely insane. Again, this guy makes people's brains break. Again, you don't even have to agree with him. You don't even have to like him, but at least be honest in your criticism. This is just deranged. It's just seriously just deranged stuff. And I think the last part is super ironic. So, he's not qualified for the position. Brother, you supported Donald J. Trump for president, who's a reality TV show host. What are you talking about? But not qualified. Give me a break. And again, some people have spoken. I mean, why is this the biggest? Again, a progressive was elected mayor of New York City, and it's like the biggest news story like in America right now. Why is that? Again, it's very strange. And again, some people say, is it because he's opposes Israel very openly? Could it be because of that? Again, it's just very, very strange what's going on. And some of these people's attacks, it's beyond bizarre. It's beyond bizarre. I mean, I don't even know how it makes people's brains break. So absolutely wild stuff. Again, guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Super good for the algorithm. We're trying to grow the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's going to be a wild few months with this race and everything going on in the world right now. I'll keep you guys updated. So make sure to support the channel in any way you can. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a good night, and I'll see you later.